Hello viewers, good afternoon today. This is another moment with David, where we give you the global, the undiluted perspective and analysis of the event in the world and in our nation, Africa, Nigeria, and its environment. Today, I will be talking about a topic or an issue that is going on in the world and is likely to to change the shape of the economy, polity, and the balance of power of the world. And it looks as if everybody is scouting to have their own piece and share, and to also stamp down their authority in their regions. And that is the conflict between Israel and Hamas. I'm not actually going to say the conflict between Israel and Palestine, because if you have been following the incident that has been occurring in the Palestine, you realize that the Palestine citizen and even the Palestine government, even though they've been reduced to nothing through Hamas superiority in military power and all that, they've had the full control. They are now revolting against Hamas somehow, and Hamas is trying to suppress them, to subdue them, trying to cajole them, trying to intimidate them that no, we are fighting for your interest. But they are beginning to see that, look, these people are not fighting for our interest, and this is what is happening. And this is something that happens all over the world, in different nations, in different communities, in every in state politics, local politics, and national politics, and now regional politics, and even the global politics. Everybody is struggling to be recognized, to be powerful. Everybody have some set of people have come out to be using what I regard, or what they publicly say is a religious war, and that Israel is killing Christian Muslims, and some Muslims have been harassing, and there have been some pockets of crisis in different parts of the world, and even protests. And when you look at major people protesting, they are actually protesting as Muslims, but it is because they are ignorant of the incident that is happening. The conflict between Israel and Hamas, or even the Middle East at all, is not a religious conflict. It is a territorial conflict and a economic power struggle conflict. And I will explain a little bit in this my video today. Now, if you go to Palestine, there is a significant number of Christians in Palestine, an average of 12 to 15%. If you go to Israel, you have a significant number of Muslims. In fact, they have more of Judaism than Christians or Muslims. But the question is, why has it been that people, when there's crisis in this Middle East, they tend to be looking as if it's a religious war? No, they are a big deal in what's happening. A few years ago, Israel discovered gas in large quantity. It is estimated to be in a size or quantity of 19 trillion cubic feet. And they have been looking at a way to channel this gas to Europe, especially about 2-3 years ago, when they discovered that there's serious crisis in Europe. And Russia, one of the strongest strengths Russia has had over the European countries or the Western world, is the supply of gas. Russia power Europe, and it's affecting the economy of Germany. So whenever the Western world are trying to take side with the US to deal with Russia, what Russia does is to hold on and play the politics of gas with them, like what they have done to Germany. They increase the gas prices, and that's affected the economy of Germany and some other European countries. Because when the gas is cheap, you can know in any developed economy, which Nigeria is not taking advantage of, you cannot joke with energy, because it is the fuel to production and economic growth and development. So now things are now production is now expensive in Germany and some other Western world, which is giving a competitive edge to China. And that's why you see that China seems to be in support of what is happening, not because China loves Russia, but Russia's crisis, the Ukraine-Russia crisis, is giving economic opportunity to China. Although they are having their own battle too, they are having some economic battle, because they changed the map and Russia is not happy with them. Neither are they are also having challenge with India, because India, Vietnam, Indonesia, and some other some other West Asia Asian tiger nations want to take hold. Looking at Bangladesh is giving China a serious battle when it comes to garments. and that has developed the economy of Bangladesh. Those are lessons that Nigeria should be learning. Bangladesh, a small country, a poor country 20, 30 years ago, a very poor country that they could hardly feed 80% of their population was in abject poverty. Now they are the second largest garment producer in the world, supplier in the world, and has created 4 million jobs in their to their economy. And it has grew, the garment industry has grown to create, it is the 85, that the 85% of their export growth is this service, this product, garments. But that's not where we are going today, because everything that is happening in Israel today is economic power. If Israel could able to defeat these Middle East powers rising against them, as you know that, you see, Iran hates Israel, but people don't know why. Iran is not Arab nation. They don't care about the Palestine. Neither do any of these countries, Turkey and all these Arab nations coming up to say that they are defending. They don't care about them. If they do care about them, 5, 10 years, 20 years ago, the Palestine has always looked up to the European Union for their feeding. They have always looked up to United Nations for humanitarian, and it is even Israel that is powering them. So if they really love them, why did they invest so much in them? But you see, there's economic purpose. Now they discovered that they realized that Israel has discovered 19 trillion cubic of gas. And understanding the fact that Europe or the Western world is trying to shift away from what do you call it? Russia dependency, Iranian dependency, Arab dependency on gas. And that's why you realize for the past few years, this Western world have been coming to Africa, particularly Nigeria, and a place in Nigeria whereby we have abundance of gas in about 2 to 3 trillion cubic meters of gas, and that is found in Imo State. And that's why in my next video I will be talking about the polity of the eastern region and the election that is going to occur within this weekend in Nigeria, how pivotal it is. So you look at all this geopolitical game that is going on, and Israel is going rogue, not because they are foolish. Israel is not going to relinquish that northern part of Gaza that they have taken over. And that is where Russia is going to come in. When Russia is coming in to support Iran, not because they love Iran or they love the Middle East or the Palestine. The issue is because if Israel can able to cut Gaza into two, get the northern Gaza, carry their gas exploration and pass the gas exploration, and the Western world can ship it out, then what is the importance of Russia? That means Russia will have no choice than to bring down the price of gas, and it's going to change the dynamics of the politics. So Russia must quickly support the Middle East to quench and defeat Israel. But it will be very catastrophic if they are unable to defeat Israel. If Israel is able to defeat, because and a lot of Arab nations are also reluctant. You look at Hezbollah from Lebanon, they've been reluctant in attacking Israel. They've been ranting, they've been shouting, we are going to do this. Though they are shooting, but what Hamas did when Hamas went to attack Israel, and that's why when you are fighting a lion, you don't shoot him by the feet. You position your gun straight to the head. Hamas shot Israel by the feet, and when you shoot a lion by the feet, he wants to devour you totally. Israel has made it clear, we are not striking Hamas, we are wiping out Hamas. That's a strong objective, and that's why they've gone all full-fledged into Gaza. And those places that they've destroyed in Gaza, nobody can take it back from Israel. And that is where there's going to be a lot of changes in the polity of the world, because if already US is saying we don't expect Israel to kind of to settle down in Gaza. Their objective is just to change, and the Prime Minister Netanyahu has said it clearly that the only reason why I will stop this bombardment, I will agree to ceasefire, is if they release the hostages. Hamas will not want to release all the hostages, because Hamas knows that if he does release all the hostages, there will be nothing to bargain. Watch out for the concluding part of this video.